Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading for the solstice. This is a message reading from the Earth, basically, from the solstice itself. We done the collective reading for the solstice, and there was a big message that came out of that. Really, really beautiful, and it seems to be all about the things that are going on under the surface, the undercurrents of life, the undercurrents of energy, and stuff like that, and how we can use those sort of hidden forces in order to sort of get the best out of life. Yeah, we've also got another thing as well. We've got your yearly readings coming out between the 27th and the 30th of December. They're going to be live readings, and if you want to ask questions according to your reading on any of the petals, you're going to have to be subscribed and click that bell in order to get notifications, so then you know when the reading's coming out. And you're going to need to be subscribed in order to ask a question. So yeah, you'll see that on our channel. Let's just see what's going on for you for the solstice reading. Really lovely overall energy here, and I think this is not just a case of falling in love with someone, and it's a case of, because it's a message here that we're talking about, and the overall energy here is saying to you, get in alignment with yourself. If it doesn't feel right to you, if it's not within the alignment with yourself, then it's probably not worth doing. Excuse me, just had a bit of dust in the throat. So yeah, I would, it's all about getting into alignment with yourself more than anything else. And once you do start getting into alignment, this is where, on your karmic message here, is to through communication and sort of being in step with yourself. Once you start getting in step with yourself, this is when you're going to start realizing that you're going to win on a daily basis. And it's a subtle sort of message, a subtle sort of energy that's sort of coming through that helps you to sort of, be in alignment with your higher self more than anything else. We've now got 2 9s that are coming through. 9 of Pentacles on your karmic path, and 9 of Cups on your connections with the universe. And this is where, yes, these gifts will be coming through on a regular basis, and the universe is going to bring it in for you and double it up. So not only will it be sort of rewards on the physical fronts, but it's also going to be much more rewarding as well on the emotional front if you're in line with yourself. Excuse me. King of Swords on what is connecting your past to your future. You seem to... the past seems to be designated for you. It almost as if it comes out of wisdom that it comes out from a physical side of life where it's shown you through wisdom where you should be going and what you should be doing. It's not necessarily a choice that's come from you. It's come out of wisdom. It's come out of judgment of what you've been doing and how you've been with other people and so forth. And I think this really does play true for you. It makes you feel very empowered and almost sort of very knowledgeable in a way. Or it's not necessarily knowledgeable, but certainly like that you've got a head start on everything in life, and it seems like you're one step ahead of everything because you get into alignment with yourself, and that's going to help you to see your relationships in a different way with that Hangman. And the moment you start seeing things in a different way, this helps you to even get in alignment even more with yourself and with other people. And with those beautiful gifts that have been coming in, that are there for you to be taking, and all the beautiful fruits that you can physically sort of take as well on your karmic path, you're gonna be able to sort of, I think you'll get that sort of penny drop moment to sort of say, this works for me. This is really good for me. This is how, this is what life should be like. And if I do this, then this is the reaction I get. And that's where you're sort of like coming into alignment with yourself more than anything else. And then out of the top, you get the King of Pentacles. It's you've now got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles on your relationship side. Through this wisdom where you've come from, it's going to develop into real security and knowledge through education, through understanding, through sort of like, sort of theory in a way of sort of like kind of going, well, if I do this, this is what is going to be the reaction in theory. And once you're in alignment with yourself, I think it's going to become obvious. It's no longer going to be theory. It's going to be obvious what you should be doing in accordance to your sort of relationships and so forth. On your financial side, you get the Six of Pentacles, putting yourself first. And I think this is when you're in alignment with yourself, I think you will be able to. And it's going to help you get things across the line by the looks of things. Excuse me a second. It's going to help you get things across the line. And help you to grow your career path or your business or your projects, whatever it is, it's helping you to sort of really advance within your life for you. And it's getting those projects across the line, which I feel is the most important thing here. Getting that promotion, starting that business, all of those sort of things are really sort of playing into you. And you've got definite success. And the universe is here, is sort of saying, this is an opportunity, this solstice season, to understand the message of how to get in alignment, how to be in touch with your higher self, and feel it and know it within you, is going to start off a whole new pathway for you. I shouldn't have taken a cup of tea. A whole new pathway for you, which is going to make you feel incredibly victorious. But there's two sixes on here already, which is almost as like, when it works for you, or when it feels good for you, that's when you get that moment of yes, 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 yes. So you're going to avoid all of those sort of doubts and all of those sort of kind of going, is it perfect? Is it really? Have I got everything in place? And it's a case of going ahead and doing it. Yeah, I think it's going to dispel the hidden stuff from around you, and it's going to bring things to the surface that is it's going to bring things to the surface that you may not realize you could have done in the past. So you may have come up with this great idea, started these logos, started doing a YouTube channel, and you haven't actually sort of started posting the videos yet because you don't know whether it's perfect or what you're doing is exactly what you should be doing and what have you. And you're not going to know until you try it. And I think this is within you, within your, within the flow that goes through you. It's the learning curve here on your financial side is most definitely this idea of, it feels right for me. It feels exactly what I should be doing in my life. This is what I'm here on this planet to do. And now I'm moving into the stage of doing it. And wow, I don't think I've actually really felt this before, and as you do, that creates the cup for you in order to do to get in alignment with yourself with the Two of Cups. So this is a real lesson during this solstice season for you more than anything else that makes you feel absolutely, that makes you sort of much more sort of productive within your financial side. And on your relationship side, it helps you to sort of see the subtleties of life in order to unveil those sort of rewards, physical rewards, and that could be through activities. It could be moving in with someone. It's physical love here that we're talking about, which seems to be the main thing, and it builds a lot of security within you and a sensation of feeling at one and in rightly in your place, because you can see things from every angle. It's going to really sort of help you out. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers card. Let's just see what's going on. With the Two of Cups, you get the Seven of Cups. It becomes so obvious, I think, more than anything else. once you start feeling it, knowing it within you, then it becomes obvious of what you should be following. There's no real choices, and it's all to do with that Ace of Cups that's at the top of there for you on your financial side. On your relationship side, it's all about the gifts, I think, more than anything else, that you just kind of spend the whole time kind of going, because you're in alignment with yourself, kind of going, oh wow, that worked, that was good, that's really enjoyable, you know. Nine of Pentacles, you get the Page of Wands. It's going to need exploration. It's going to need you to engage in your passions. The moment it feels good in your heart and you start connecting within the relationship. So basically, you're walking down the high road and you're thinking about your partner, and you kind of say to yourself, yeah, I think they like lemon tart. I think I'm going to pop into that bakeries and get a lemon tart. And it becomes obvious what you should do in order to make your relationship totally in tune with who you are. And it's just following that sort of, that undercurrent energy that's flowing through you, but only when it's within alignment with yourself and making you feel passionate about it. And you will do, and you'll love buying that bit of cake for your partner, you know, or, you know, that sort of thing. It will make you feel that you're actually sort of living your passions as well. And you will be living your passions. With the Nine of Cups, you get the Four of Cups. Seems like it's coming out all over the place, the Four of Cups, to be honest. Once you start distilling this into that one cup, that Ace of Cups, which is at the top, but also is those two cups there, and is that evident path, that one cup that's giving you the water on the Seven of Cups, and following that evident path, all of a sudden, that's when you're going to unlock all the other gifts that come along with it. And it's concentrating your connection with yourself, and then therefore connection with your partner and with your friends that are around you, which is going to make you, which is going to build a lot of more security within your life. And when you're more secure about your relationships or the people that you're with, you're allowed to free yourself up, and therefore you can explore even further life. With the King of Swords, you get the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands as well. This is really good. Where you've been coming from is through wisdom and judgment, and it's a path that's been divining. Has been designated for you. Basically, it's almost as like it's been very obvious to follow it. And yes, you're going on with your passions, and you've been very passionate about where you should be going and what you should be doing in regards to your relationships, how you should be engaging in them. And now it's seeing those subtleties in the background, because that's what's come from the past. You've got that foundation of you and your relationship. You've got this. You're in a couple, or you're looking for somebody to be sharing your life with, and that's what the foundation is. And now it's a case of using the subtleties of how you're getting in alignment with yourself in order to explore your passions, to open the doors to beautiful relationships. And this will change your future. It will change the way in which you look at things. And once you start evolving the way in which you engage with things, that's when you start getting things start working in your favor. And that's what's with the Hangman there. It's seeing things differently and knowing how they work normally. And because you're looking at them differently and knowing how they work normally, so this is how they work normally. That's what I mean about the sort of the solid foundations. You've got that sort of that sort of situation within you. But now to unlock the nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, you're going to have to play with your passion and start learning how to use it in a different way in order to give you the results within your life. With the King of Pentacles, let's see what we've got with the King of Pentacles. You get the Ace of Swords. That did want to jump out earlier on, actually. This is where you're going to start getting the victory that comes in from that wisdom and that judgment that is within you. that's brought you to this solstice message. And within that understanding of that sort of divine pathway, which has been already sort of, I've got a problem with that word. It's terrible. The universe has created for you. It's like when you're walking through the valley of the death. It's like there's no left and right. There's no skipping around here. It's just so obvious about where you should be going. And then once you realise that and start following it, that's where you've got no choice here. So then therefore it's through wisdom that this is the way to go. So as you go through it, then that's when you can start, playing with your passions, and that's going to change your fortunes. It's going to make walking that valley a lot easier. And as you do, this is where the security comes in. And within the security itself, this gives you that sensation of, I'm winning in all the senses. Because you are following your heart's desires, because you're following what really aligns with you more than anything else. And that's what that Two of Cups is all about. It's a very particular lesson to do. It's a very subtle sort of message or understanding on the relationship side. But it definitely starts with the idea of what is good for you, what really makes your heart sing more than anything else. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Four of Swords. Putting you first, getting your projects over the line, publishing those videos for your YouTube channel, publishing that book, starting that restaurant, that sort of thing. When you start doing that, that's going to make you feel so much more at ease with yourself, and it's going to help you with that healing process of kind of anything that regards to your job and your business and your projects in the past. It's going to bring you that healing from anything that any sort of failures from the past, which you can allow yourself to kind of say, from those failings, I'm now going to learn in order to put myself first so I can get success. So then therefore I can help other people a lot more. And that's what seems to come on your karmic path. This is what you need to apply out of this coming into alignment with your higher self. We get the World again, did you not get the World? No, you didn't. I thought you did. Oh, it must have been Taurus. Yeah, it was Taurus who got the World. Sorry. With this is how the universe is influencing you. So you get it's got the Death and Rebirth. So this is a whole brand new start for you, and it's because you're starting to convert things into over the finish line. It seems to be a thing with you at the moment, Virgo, is you do a lot of work in the background to get things done, and you get things really, really perfect. But sometimes there's always one more thing to do before you launch it. There's always another thing to sort out before you launch it. And yet there will always be things for you to sort out before you launch it. But now is this cycle that comes in, and it's a new cycle for you. It's a whole new way of being. And this is Capricorn card as well. And it brings you all the elements within that. So, in the Astroflower, the Capricorn has got, they're considered one of the most boring of signs because they've got pretty much 25%, 20% fire, 20% air, and sort of 30% or 35% sort of, 40% sort of water and 30% sort of earth. They've actually got, Capricorn's got more earth, more water than they do earth. You, on the other hand, are a pure earth sign. So it's got to count. It's got to work. It's got to do. And I think this is what this whole new cycle is about for you, by putting yourself first. And then you get the Two of Cups. Again, within that Six of Wands there, you're getting the Two of Cups. It's your victory that is awaiting you. It is the recognition, your You know, you're taking center stage in your career, in your business, or in your projects because you're being in alignment with yourself. And when it is in alignment with yourself, in alignment with that Ace of Cups, there's nothing better. There's nothing better, and you almost need to follow it blindly in a way. Yeah, I think you know, time. Once you start doing that and start getting in alignment with yourself, this is where you got to trust yourself and actually not worry about it and get on and do. That's what's sort of like playing through you at that sort of section there, and it's just getting on and planting those seeds to get those results, to get that success. With the Ace of Cups, you get the Eight of Cups. Walking away from one cup that is an inspiration for you to walk towards that sun, that happiness. And this walking towards it is you taking your cup and joining your higher self. This is what you're walking away from, your detachment to your higher self towards your higher self, and of what you should be doing in this, on this plane, on this life, in regards to your job, your business, your projects. It's going to become so much clearer for you to make a decision to actually launch into something, and to get it over the finish line. That's just seems to be that sort of thing that keeps coming up at the moment, even within your weekly readings. And being in alignment and feeling it within you, if you feel it, just go ahead and do it, Virgo. Just go ahead and do it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. So there you go, Virgo. That's your message from the December solstice. We will be doing the lives for the yearly readings, so don't forget you're going to need to subscribe in order to ask a question on that. There's loads of links in the description below, so you can either book up a reading with myself or a healing session, or you can even just buy us a cup of coffee. That'd be absolutely blinding. But in the meantime, whatever you're doing, just making sure that it works for you and it feels right for you seems to be like the message of the moment. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.